Carter.
We're not through it yet. Thanks.
She's singing loud and clear, Doc. Setting coordinates now.
Okay. Everybody's clear on their role?
We head to the core of the Mosaic network and set up Heinrich's explosive.
That's right. And while you're doing that, I'll deal with Origin.
Just remember, Carter, the idea here is to use that Ven brace you're wearing to capture this Origin creature and bring him back alive.
I'll do my best. We did make kind of a stir getting through that gate.
He's right, Doctor. Origin must know we're in his world now. He'll be looking for us.
Hiding on this transport will attract much less attention.
Yeah, as long as it gets us there.
It will if you enter the coordinates we got from Axis into the control panel. Excellent. There should be one more.
Shit. Can't talk right now, Doc. We need a boost!
Activating stims!
That's your target.
Target confirmed.
Take down its defenses. Get that bastard's attention.
Come on, you dumb bastards!
Push! Shield on that!
Weakening target back!
Do not understand what you are. Those around you are blind. I will show you truth.
Repositioning.
Damn things are armored. Lifting it. Focus on that one.
Got it.
Bring it down a notch. Draw its fire.
Hey, over here, asshole!
Attack!
This one's mine. Weak. Repositioning. These are armored.
Sever your ties to its fragile vessel. Unite with the power of Mosaic.
Sims! Weaken that armor! Get that bastard's attention!
Taking target. Follow Johnny. He's summoning reinforcements.
Deploying blob! Deploying a drone! Bet I can change your mind.
Grenade! Ducks! Need orders! Damn it! I'm going in. Lost control of the target. We're through at the field.
They're all dead. Let's get moving.
Come to me. I can show you the truth of your existence.
Doc, you got a way to shut that voice up?
Voice? We aren't hearing anything. Perhaps it's Mosaic attempting to communicate with you somehow.
How would it be able to do that? And why me?
Interesting. But that question can wait until later.
Origin.
The prisoner.
What does that mean? What do you want with me?
It is not you that we require. It is the demon that controls you.
Start making sense.
The demon has been hiding on your world for ages, waiting, planning for the day it would reveal itself.
The case. At Groom Range. What was in the case?
With our arrival, it has awakened and chosen its prisoner. You. Reveal yourself, demon.
No!
Reveal yourself and be ours.
No! What are you?
I once was as you are, the prisoner of a demon. I rejected the beast and forced it to serve me, to serve my people, as I led them to a new world.
No, pal. You led them to my world.
Carter, what's your status?
Demon. I don't understand.
Carter, the vent brace, did it work? Have you captured Origin?
Origin's not important anymore.
Not important?
What are you talking about, Carter?
Let him burn. He's not what we thought. Something else is powering Mosaic. I'm grabbing that.
Carter, run!
My arm! It feels like it's gonna tear itself off!
The prisoner. Capture the prisoner.
Barnes, now!
Roger. Got a lock on your location.
Origin is dead. To say this victory comes at the expense of massive
Sacrifice would be an understatement.
The strain is too much for him.
Hold on, Will. We're almost there.
But to say the war has been won would be a lie.
The dimensional gates have been closed.
All of them. Our enemy is confused, destabilized.
But he is still among us.
You all know what to do. Press the advantage. Defeat the remaining enemy forces. Reclaim our Earth.
This is our moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not waste it.
Good to see you awake, Carter. We were beginning to worry.
I'm not finished yet, Doc.
Good. Director Falk's been after me about your status. He needs you in the field. This war's not over yet. Feeling like yourself again?
Something like that. Any idea what happened back there?
After you captured this creature, something went wrong. To be frank, I'm not sure what.
Just tell me we got Origin.
You most certainly did. With Origin dead and their central command blown to pieces, we're measuring significantly decreased Mosaic communications.
Decreased, but not stopped.
No, but the remnants of Mosaic are little more than echoes. You destroyed the broadcasting center and captured the creature powering it.
That'll do for now. Now we have to figure out whatever this is.
I'm working on that part. Still, amazing creature, isn't it, Carter? Just look at it.
I'm more concerned with how we can use it than how it looks.
Yes, of course. Clearly this entity played a vital role in the enemy's power structure.
Right. So what do you know about it so far?
Near as I can tell, it's a being composed of energy, entirely lacking a solid physical form.
How is that even possible?
I've no idea. It's nothing like any Earth creature, or like any outsider we've encountered so far. The outsiders were calling it an ethereal. It hasn't yet told me what it calls itself.
You're able to communicate with it?
No, nothing yet. But all creatures communicate. I just have to figure out this one's methods.
Now that we've got the outsiders on the ropes, what do you think we should do with them after they've surrendered?
That's an unexpectedly hopeful attitude, William. Since we can't be sure they will surrender. We may simply end up with tens of thousands of corpses.
But if we don't?
Well, who can say, really? If they're all truly free from Mosaic's influence, perhaps some can be integrated into society. I do look forward to finding out.
Got any theories on why I blacked out? This creature to blame for it?
Theories? Oh, I'm bursting with theories, Agent Carter. Let me share the one foremost in my mind.
Just give me the short version, if you don't mind.
It's possible this creature, the ethereal, is the first thing that's ever pushed the Venbrace to its limits.
So whatever it is, it's much more complex than anything we've faced before.
The entire core of Mosaic was dedicated simply to containing and harnessing this creature's power. I haven't seen anything else in the outsider technology that rivals it.
Wonder where they came up with that, then.
Indeed. It raises new questions about their Mosaic network.
All right, Doc, I gotta go. I'm not done fighting this war.
Certainly. And we've got no shortage of new questions to contemplate.
Well, you let me know when you got some answers.
Look at that thing. The way it floats.
You live.
And Origin is dead.
Then my kind are free. And yet, still doomed.
Now that they aren't being controlled by Origin, maybe you can get them to surrender. If that happens, we can help them.
You would allow us to coexist on your world?
I can't promise anything. People won't forgive or forget anytime soon, but surrendering would be a good first step.
Without a promise of a new home, we cannot risk surrender. We are at an impasse.
That's a damn shame.
But if there is anything I can do to reach an agreement, I will try.
How will destroying the Mosaic network affect our people who have been infected? The Sleepwalkers.
Mosaic will no longer command them. You can take comfort in that. But I cannot offer you a cure.
Well, that's unfortunate. If you had a cure, it might be easier for my people to accept a surrender.
And I would make such an offer. But we never concerned ourselves with creating a cure. Why would we?
Origin is dead. Mosaic is shut down and the gates to your world are closed. Why haven't your people surrendered yet?
No, Mosaic is not destroyed. You may have destroyed its source, crippled it, but the echoes remain. Even disconnected, I can feel them.
Crippled or not, your people have no leadership or reinforcements. What can we do to get them to surrender?
Hundreds of your years spent chasing a single desperate goal cannot be erased instantly. Mosaic leaves its scars on the mind, and we will not stop fighting until we have a new world to call home.
If they won't stop fighting, neither will we.
Then there is no solution.
You've been cooperative, for the most part. So what do we do with you?
I have never decided my own fate. It was always determined by others. Origin, Axis, a legion of commanders.
Would you be willing to help us see a peaceful end to the war?
If a home can be found for my people, then I will do what I can.
You're a good man. Wait, what's your actual name?
My kind do not have names. We are referred to merely by position. I am a Thrasofair, or Hidden Watcher in your language.
Help us end the war peacefully, and you'll all be free to choose your own names. You sit tight. We might need your help if the war doesn't end soon.
I fear it will not.
You had a chance to examine the new specimen?
9. Leave it to the others. I am too busy reviewing the Avengers' thrust output.
But aren't you the slightest bit interested?
9. I have had quite enough of these new creatures. And I have no interest in keeping them in cages.
Heard you brought us a new visitor, Carter. Warning. Enemy meteorites are considered to be highly radioactive. Field agents encountering alien seeds are to exercise extreme caution. Decontamination upon return is critical and mandatory.
Good to see you feeling better, Carter. You were looking pretty bad on the trip back.
I'm just glad to be back home.
And here I thought it was just my flying.
We couldn't have done it without you, Barnes. Good work.
Just proud to be part of the team. And it's a big team. When life gets back to normal, they're gonna give out a truckload of medals.
Reminder. Agents are reminded that they may accept unconditional surrender from any outsiders, but are to follow their own initiative if there is reason to doubt the outsiders' intentions.
So, I charge around the corner, only to see 3 of them with carbine.
It's just, well, we wanted to let the director know how much we appreciate it.
Guess we won't be stuck down here for much longer, huh? Stuck? Ever since...
Dutiful as always, Chelsky.
You heard the director. There'll be time to relax when the war is over.
For once, I agree with the old man.
I'm sure that's a sign of the end of the world, Agent Carter.
How's the campaign of misinformation going these days?
Sufficiently well.
What's that mean?
Well, so far I've had to cover up the destruction of a university, a town, and the biggest tourist trap in Colorado, to say nothing of all the captured sleepwalkers I've had to falsify records for. So the fact that you haven't yet seen any of that on national TV is good enough for me.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You wouldn't be here if you weren't the best of the best.
Thank you, sir.
Now that they've lost Mosaic, how are the outsiders responding?
Mixed results, as you'd expect. Some have gone berserk, some have gone catatonic.
Have any surrendered?
There have been a few across the country. To be on the safe side, we're shipping them all off to Alcatraz.
Everyone else thinks the war's all but over. What do you think?
I think I'll stay until we're certain of it.
I'll let you get back to your duties then.
Until the director says it's all over, I'll be here.
Reminder. All returning field agents are to file written or oral reports with a lab technician immediately upon return.
How long since they went into the gate?
At least 45. Wait, I'm getting a transmission.
They're alive? What are they saying?
It's... Yes! Mission successful. All accounted for and returning.
They did it!
Warning.
They really did it!
Water infection is now known to be spread through contaminated water reserves. Operatives and survivors are encouraged to drink only trusted sources, such as selected rainwater.
Especially if they surrender.
Well, glad to see you back on your feet.
Yeah, well, I feel like I stuck my finger in a wall socket.
Just be glad you survived. It's more than we can say for some.
Cheer up. We killed their high command and broke the enemy's back. That's gotta be worth celebrating.
You and the old man may think we have this all wrapped up, but I'm not ready to put a bow on it yet. Everything we know about the outsiders tells me they're not going down without a fight.
Sure, but considering where we were, I think we can afford to take a breath.
You go right ahead and crack open a bottle. But I won't be joining you until the last one of those bastards is dead.
I'm still trying to figure out what happened at the end.
The whole complex was centered on that thing. Weir says they called it an ethereal. When you captured it, their systems started losing power.
Yeah, now it's in the lab, where the eggheads can poke at it all day.
Whatever it is, it was connected to their Mosaic network, just like Origin was.
When we were there, Origin said I was carrying a demon.
When you first came here, Falk said you were the best agent he'd ever seen, but you had your demons. Maybe Origin knew you better than you thought.
Can't exactly go back and ask for clarification, can we? Not after setting off that bomb.
Well worth the price, if you ask me.
How long was I out? Are we seeing any results from the field yet?
It's only been a day and a half, but the early results look good.
I should damn well hope so.
Troops are in disarray and retreating from some engagements. We haven't even seen a UFO report in a few hours.
That's a good start.
Most importantly, the gates are all closed. The enemy's cut off in our world, and we outnumber them.
What do you know? We might just pull through after all. Assuming we can finish off the stragglers, what do you see happening afterwards?
For us? Paperwork. Do you have any idea how many sleepwalkers we're going to have to account for? Hundreds. Thousands, possibly.
Disappearances and false obituaries are simple. We did them all the time at the CIA. The hard part will be figuring out what to do with the outsiders who surrender.
Do you think they'll want anything to do with us, after we've practically made them extinct?
We can expect some of them to defect. They were invading because their homeworld was dying. They won't want to go back.
We couldn't send them back anyway. The gates are all closed.
And Dr. Dresner might have some interesting ideas.
I get the feeling that the war may have been the easy part.
We're in the home stretch, Angie. Won't be long now.
Sure hope so. But even after that, nothing's going to be the same.
And then start again. Stay tuned.